First of all, let's talk about music, because that's what you represent. Who has inspired your love for music?
Of course, there's been a lot of people that have inspired me in this journey, but I'll talk about two people in particular. First off, my mum, because when I first started learning music, I was only 5 and I was learning the guitar. At that age, it was quite hard because, you know, my hands were small, you know, I had a short attention span, you know, I could just think about food. But my mum was always there for me in the sense that even though she didn't need to, she was always learning with me. So when I first started learning it, I remember I was really nervous because I was like, what happens if I, you know, don't get this right? But every step of the way, my mum was there. She learned with me every lesson. You know, we practiced together. She was the person that really set my foundations for my love of music and for my passion. And until this day, I'm really grateful for that. And for my principal, he was actually the first person to teach me guitar. All the other teachers that they were like, oh, Jayden, he's too young. You know, his hands won't be able to reach all the chords. But my principal was different. He was like, oh, no, that's all good. You know, even though you're young, if you want to learn, then I'll teach you. And he really was a role model for me. And I could see just he loved teaching, and that really had an effect on me, yeah.
Sometimes all you need is someone to have faith in you for you to keep pushing ahead, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so talking about pushing ahead, you've definitely pushed a long way ahead, right? Now, you're recognized on the streets in Vietnam, people know about you. How are you handling all of that public attention?
Well, for me, I'm really grateful for everybody that's given me the opportunity to you know, come onto TV, do performances, and yeah, people do recognize me on the streets, and it is something quite special, and I always have to remember to stay humble, you know, because the main reason why I enjoy being like to be able to perform or maybe to go on TV is so that I can share my music with everybody. So after I competed in Vietnam Idol Kids in 2016, first, just people would see, like, they'd be, oh, isn't it that guy that, you know, was on TV? And from there, you know, lots of people were contacting me for shows, and it's really great. But for me, I also feel like education is really important. So, as you all know, I live in New Zealand as well. So in New Zealand, my life still stayed quite the same. I focused on music and academics a lot, while over in Vietnam, it would be more like performing. Any
of your friends in New Zealand found out that you're a bit of a big shot in Vietnam?
So over in New Zealand, sometimes my friends, they actually do see that I've done the show, and sometimes they even text me and ask, while I was doing the show, they were like, oh, are you in the middle of like doing the show over in Asia? And I'm like, yeah, I am. So even though, you know, some people, they do know me for that over in New Zealand, I still do try and keep all the, like, I still do perform in New Zealand, but it's more of just like a kind of pastime, I reckon. Whereas over here in Vietnam, you know, it's something that when I get invited to do shows, then I really enjoy it and I, you know, really participate.
So, I know that you don't just specialize in one instrument. You actually have a wide range, an arsenal of instruments you can play. Which ones are your favorites?
That is one of the hardest questions that people have asked me. But I reckon guitar, flute, saxophone, and it's actually a hard one to pick a fourth one.
Which ones are you bringing to the house today?
Okay. So I actually did bring my favorite instruments. So I did bring my guitar, flute, saxophone, and I also brought the 2-string violin, the nhất, over here as well.
Would you like to give us a taste of, you know, a reel of all of your instruments?
Yeah,
now?
sure.
Let's
Sounds
do it.
good.
Okay, bring in the instruments, ladies. Okay, so your choice, whichever one you want to start with.
Okay, so since guitar was my first instrument, well, I'm sure everyone knows the song Havana, so I'll just sing a little sentence from that. Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na. She took me back to East Atlanta, na, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana. There's something about her manners. Havana, ooh, na, na. Oh,
Do a marathon.
Okay.
Next one.
Next one, saxophone.
Ooh.
This one is one of my favorite for many instruments, mostly because you can do more than one genre. But for this one, I'll be doing Summertime.
Let's go east.
Next instrument.
Let's go east.
Here we have the two-string violin, đàn nhị. This is Bèo Giặt Mây Trôi.
Mây trôi, trốn xa xôi, em ơi, anh vẫn đợi chờ. Does anyone want to sing with us? Ooh, nice. Okay, we've got the next one. Oh man, you're even better in real life.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hi. I want you, you know I want you so bad, it's driving me mad, so start subscribing.